Hello, magical gangsters. Welcome to another edition of Gangster Magician Tarot. I'll be your host, the Gangster Magician himself. I'm here to bring you a message, okay? Because that's what I do. I'm a messenger. I'm a messenger boy, I believe. Messenger gangster. I like to bring messages. You know what I'm saying, bro? So, oh, yes, Archangel Michael. Hey, my co-host, Archangel Michael, everyone. We all know him as the baddest man in the world, okay, in the universe. Nobody could stop him. And he is our personal security, okay? And he's standing right at that door. And if you're not on the list, you're not getting in, okay? But all my magical gangsters, you are on the list, okay? And you will be getting in. I have a VIP section set up right over there with a bottle of Cristal now for you, okay? So how about that, all right? So enjoy yourselves, okay? Smoke all the weed you like to. All the weed is on us too. So enjoy yourselves. So yeah, it's about it. Enough of the games. Archangel Michael told me. He said enough of the games. He says now I'm getting out of hand. All right, I apologize. He said bring out your wand. He said of course. He says you have to do that. He says because you do that little trick thing you do. It's pretty cool. He says I like it. So yeah, and then we'll grant a wish. Your wish is my command. Okay, so let me know what you want and we will make it happen if we can, because we apply tourmaline and we throw it at demons and it bangs it off their head and it bounces back and we catch it and we put it back in our pocket. That's one of our other moves. Okay. Yes, Archangel Michael, I will selenite the shit out of the cards. But right after, I open my heart chakra to you because I love you and you love me and we love each other. So there you go. Unconditional love. I am willing to receive it. Bring it on. Okay, so let's selenite the shit out of these cards, they tell us. So just know, like I said, Six of Pentacles, you will be receiving an even give and take relationship here, okay? Somebody wants to celebrate with you. They want to share some wealth, okay? They want to be very generous with you, is what they're telling me. They want to be generous with who? You, the Hermit, of course, okay? Because why wouldn't you? Because you deserve all the best, this person says. They say you deserve the best. And you will receive what you deserve, okay? Because these people, they wanted to steal. They want the destiny swap with you. But Knight of Pentacles, you were just a little too hardworking for these characters. You were a little too productive, okay? You had a routine here. Very efficient and responsible individual you are. Okay, you really showed them that, didn't you? You really showed them. Okay, and now, 7 of Wands, you're in complete control of the situation. There's nothing anybody could say. Because you know why? Because you build your foundation on the 10 of Cups. That's why, okay? And when you build your foundation on the 10 of Cups, you will always be in control because this is what matters at the end of the day, okay? Nothing else matters. This is the root. This is the soil, okay? So whatever. Some people, they want to skip it. They want to jump right to the 10 of Pentacles. They don't want to put any work in. But you know what happens? What happens when you have a shaky foundation? You know what happens? Usually falls down. Right or wrong. Won't last forever. That's for sure. They'll knock that shit down, rebuild it. Believe me, when I tell you, it will not pass inspection. Okay, and that is what happened to your copycat. They did not pass inspection. Okay, they were shown as a defective model, as a they were whatever whatever, they had an R title to them. They were rebuilt. Okay, but they were not the real thing. Okay, just understand that they did not come. They didn't come with a manual. All right, so this person now is being seen as a fake, this copycat person. So I anticipate this person perhaps coming out of the woodworks to say something towards you or do something along those lines. So I am anticipating that happening because this person is being seen as a fake. Okay, they're humiliated right now. Okay, while you're seen as the most amazing thing since sliced bread. And the fact is that this person put so many eyes on you, this fucking copycat. Okay, because they knew who you were before you knew who they were, okay? They were paid, okay, to go towards your counterparts. They already knew about you. They already studied you. So they've been watching you since then, too. So I don't think they stopped watching you, okay? And they seen you kept getting the better and better. And they kept trying to curse you and curse you and curse you and curse you more. But the fact is that you're completely protected. So by them doing that, they just continually curse themselves over and over and over. So now this person's absolutely lost their mind. Okay, so that is how that all occurred. Okay, because this person has been watching you. Okay, they know, that you're not, what they're doing is not working. Okay, so let's get the overall energy. So see what we're working with. Okay, 7 of Cups in reverse. Okay, so that tells me that your counterpart, they don't see you as an option anymore, okay? They don't want all of these options, because this is what this copycat energy did. They put that out there that they could swing, they could go be with whoever they want to be, have an open relationship, blah, 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 it'll be the best. They had friends telling them, oh, that's great. Everything was all just set up just to get your counterpart in an indulgent state. 7 of Cups. Now they're back to realigning themselves, okay? They are, they saw that this was just a fantasy. They see through this illusion now, okay? Because now, 5 of Pentacles, your copycat, that is exactly where they're headed. They thought that they were going to, come take from you. They thought they were going to take everything and you were going to stay in this. No. They were wishing this on you, okay? Wishing it, because they've been watching you. And they kept seeing you getting better and better. And they were getting worse and worse, because the fact is you were protected, like you are. They must have thought, they were thinking that you were before, when you weren't protected, okay? Or didn't protect yourself, or were not healed as you are now, okay? That may have worked what they were doing, okay? But the fact is when you're healed and you're protected, that's not going to work, okay? And all they did was destroy themselves. They put all these eyes on you to see you be humiliated, to see you in this 5 of Pentacles, so they can say, see? But the fact is all they did was create this for themselves. Okay, all the eyeballs are going to be on them, okay, because you're going to be seen as the person who was being attacked by this psycho. And that's unfortunate, but it's going to be really good for you. It's going to be very fortunate for you, though. So just understand, brother, okay, Page of Pentacles in reverse, because now this person has a lack of commitment, okay? They're very greedy. That's the whole reason they did this. They accept this as money because they thought that they were going to get something out of this. Okay, the people that got them involved with this, they said if they were going to take whatever was meant for you, all your star energy, and they were going to share it with everybody, that you didn't deserve it, that the others all deserved it. So that's how they got all your people against you, okay? They said that you didn't deserve all of this, okay? So it was just basically this Queen of Wands in reverse character. They basically said that they were, got your family with their greed bells, and said that they would promise them this, that, and the other. This person probably knew a couple people, maybe in the Hollywood. It was all designed just to take your energy, and then they were going to just take that and run, okay? They'd probably destroy your counterpart after that, and then take their energy too. This probably has been done before. They've probably done this to another twin flame couple before, I believe. So they thought that this was going to happen this time. But no, brother, because you're and your twin flame are kingdom spouses. You are royalty. You are elite twin flames, okay? Just remember that. You are with an elite twin flame, okay? Because you know why you're an elite twin flame? Because you're the Empress, that's why, okay? Why wouldn't you be? If you're an Empress, how are you not going to be an elite twin flame? Not everybody's an Empress. Not every twin flame is an Empress. Not every twin flame is an Empress, Magician, High Priestess. Are they? No, but you are, okay? So that tells us what the meaning of elite means, okay? These people who try to make themselves like they were elite, the elite, they used to say, they're not anymore, okay? Because whatever they worked in the past does not work anymore. Because they knew magic, okay, these fucks, and we didn't, okay? And they were over there doing stuff to us and taking our energy and then acting like they're better than us. But it's our fucking energy. Now we call our energy back and we're like, okay, you still better than us? They can't even fucking say nothing. They can't even talk to you. That's how fucking low down the totem pole these people are. They're fucked. They know it. I'm going to let them fucking stay. We're going to let them stay like that, too. Let them stay in that 8 of Swords. Let them stay. Fucking keep them in the fucking hole in their head. Self-imposed prison over there. Okay, Knight of Pentacles. While you continue to be hardworking, productive, have a routine, be efficient and responsible. That's what you're going to continue to do, okay? And you're always going to do it. You've been in this Knight of Pentacles energy for a very long time now, okay? This isn't something new, okay? This is not new to you, all right? This is the whole reason why you are where you're at right now, okay? And you know who sees all this? This King of Swords, of course, because they see everything, okay? And they know how hardworking you are, and they know that you are the one who brings the fun because you are the sun, okay? They've seen how positive you were throughout this whole ordeal, Okay, you could have really gotten bitter here. You could have really been angry. You could have really done something stupid. That's what these people wanted you to do. They knew that you found out what they did. So they knew that by you even saying anything about it was going to make you appear crazy. But you did it in such a way that they don't even know how to respond, because they thought that you were going to go say something, and then they were just going to, oh, that's preposterous. Look at this psychopath. We told you. We should put this person in a psych ward, please. Put them in jail. That's what they thought you were going to come out, but you didn't even come out and do anything. You didn't say anything directly to anyone. You didn't even come near these people. You don't even know where you're at. Now they're looking for you. The people that said you were so bad and wanted to keep you away, restraining orders, now they're looking for you. Make that make sense. You were so dangerous to be around, but they're coming looking for you. Interesting. Tell me if it's not. You know why it's interesting? Because you are a Nine of Pentacles. They know this. This is the whole reason why, because you were not supposed to be this. They can't understand. They're sitting there doing all this fucking magic on you, and you're still staying as a Nine of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles energy. You're supposed to be all going crazy right now, losing your mind. But instead, you're rapidly moving along here, Eight of Wands, okay? While this copycat character is seen as a Page of Pentacles in reverse, okay? And your counterpart's in the Seven of Cups in reverse, okay? So this is telling us that people are being seen through, okay? Just like I said, this counterpart that they see now this person is defective, okay? They knew that what was happening here. They knew they didn't have the strong feelings. Here's the thing. They knew they didn't have as strong feelings as they did for you, okay? But this person came so, what was it? Recommended, okay, by all the people around them. It made things easier that they just said, you know what? We're going to go with it, and this is easier. What else could we do? They would have to go fight. They went with the flow, okay? That's what they were supposed to do, because if they didn't go with the flow, then they would be swimming upstream. And what happens when you swim upstream? Nothing good. You're going to eventually overtire yourself and get burnt out. So this person went with the flow, see how it goes, okay? And this is all they could do. This person had psychic advice, okay? And the psychic advice to this person, your counterpart, was to go with the flow, okay? Not to fight what is happening, even if it doesn't feel right, because it's all meant to happen this way. It's what the psychic, this was the intuitive advice that your counterpart, and I have to agree now, okay? Now that I think about it, they went with the flow there. If they would have had to fight all these people just to get to you. So it's easier just to do this, let this fall through, and then let it be seen as this is how it had to happen, okay? Because if they didn't do it this way, then I understand, all right? We understand. It still doesn't make it right or make us feel any better about it, but okay, we understand that this was planned in the 5D, okay? So things that are planned in the 5D doesn't mean that it's just different, okay? It's a very different atmosphere up there. It's not the same as here. You have to do things much differently down here. All right, so we got you as this Nine of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles person, so that's good, okay? But you know what's not good is Ace of Swords in reverse, okay? Because now there's a lot of confusion on the other side. There's a lot of chaos, okay? People starting to rethink this idea. There's a lot of clouded judgment, all right? So whatever this, Page of Pentacles in reverse character was, up to, they're very confused now. They don't know what to do because they didn't plan this far. Nobody planned this far, okay? That is for certain, because nobody planned for you to be the one who brings the fun and stay as the sun, okay? They didn't expect you to remain positive throughout this, okay? They took everything from you, okay? And they left you for dead, and they didn't expect you to come back, all right? Like I said, they threw you off the cliff, okay? Didn't look down, didn't see what happened, just figuring there's nobody's going to survive this. And then you went all the way down, tumbled down, somehow or another, came to, started cracking your neck and your arm, everything was all out of place. You started just pushing yourself back, and you're like, whoa, wow. Then that showed you just how strong you were. Like, wow, I survived fucking falling off a cliff. Must be pretty strong, aren't I? So now you know exactly how strong you are, okay? So it's like you don't know how strong you are until you have no other option, okay? So that is why you are. That's why they say what doesn't kill you only makes you stronger. So if you get thrown off a cliff and you survive, it'll be pretty strong. Okay, now I'm not saying go jump off a cliff, but I'm just saying, theoretically, okay, brother, okay, analogies, all right? Don't take everything so serious. No, I know, I'm kidding. I know you're not. I know you're not going to jump off a cliff. I know it, okay? Because you're too positive, okay? Positive people don't jump off cliffs, okay? They're too smart for that. I know my collective's too smart, okay? So, not like these dopes, these confused dopes on this end, okay? And who is this confused dope? This Queen of Pentacles in reverse, of course, okay? Like I said, they try to paint this person off as the ideal spouse for your counterpart. This person probably had like a nice title, job, came from, you know, a well-off family, probably went to college, blah, 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 you know, was in the high up, the upper class, knew all those right people. It's all was done by design. This is all devil work. Of course, they're going to be done in design like that. And of course, everybody hates you. You're the one that they say is bad. It's just, you know, everybody does everything possible to keep you. I mean, you had a whole community doing this to separate you from this counterpart in support of this Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, now this person's being seen as the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, and you're being seen as a Nine of Pentacles and Knight of Pentacles energy. Okay, because they could never change this. This was, you always were this. Nine of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles energy. You always were. Okay, but now you're much more than that now. Okay, now you're an Empress, High Priestess, Magician. Okay, so whatever these people said that you weren't able to do, they said you weren't able to be a Nine of Pentacles. Okay, clear as day, you showed that. All right, so whatever these people said that you couldn't do, you've already proven that you can do. And that's why these bums are headed back to the Five of Pentacles, okay? That's why this is where this Queen of Pentacles is going in reverse, okay? Look at them. They're going to be the ones with the crutches, okay? And then that'll be the King of Swords in reverse character next to them, okay? Because they wanted to work together, okay? They thought they were big shots. They thought they were two tough guys, okay, going against you. But no. That's not going to be the way. Nobody's going to tell you anything, brother. You're too hardworking. And this Queen of Pentacles in reverse, they are being seen as a fake defective toy, okay? They are effective toy, defective. They need to be destroyed, okay? And how they're going to be destroyed is, like I said, you're going to leave them in the Eight of Swords, okay? You let them destroy themselves, okay? Because you can only stay like this for so long. We're not here to put endings towards people. We want them to walk the plank. Go ahead, walk the plank, brother. We're going to stand here, though. All right, so we're going to stand here and we're going to look at you. Okay, so one way or another, you're going to go. Don't matter. You could do it the fast way, or you could sit there but you're not going to get past us. And you're going to sit on that plank until you jump. Okay, because that's what's going to happen. That's how you're going to go. We're not going to get any karma for that. They are jumping, not us. Okay, so they wanted to do that to you. They wanted to make you take yourself out. But at the end of the day, they're only going to take themselves out because that's what they wanted for you. And that is exactly what they're going to get. Okay, because that is what's called projecting and returning to sender tenfold. And that's exactly what you did. Okay, because Knight of Swords, you're too action orientated. You're too ambitious. Too driven to succeed, and you're too hardworking, productive, efficient, responsible. So who the fuck is going to stop you? Not some jerk-off Queen of Pentacles in reverse that's confused over here. Confused Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, that has a lack of commitment and is very greedy. Okay, very lazy individual. Try to say that about you. Try to say that's what you were. Okay, but now they're being seen exactly. Isn't this ironic that they're being seen? Everybody's being seen exactly as what they said you were. Isn't that something? Doesn't that matter? That means that they were trying to project that onto you, correct? And then what happened? You blocked it, and it went back to them. So whatever energy they created, whatever they conjured up, is now back to them, okay? Because you are too much. You're too much to handle. Too hardworking. If you weren't hardworking, they thought you were going to be this bum like this Queen of Pentacles. They really thought you were just going to come out and fucking... They really did. They really did. They didn't think that God... They didn't believe. But you showed them. God showed them. He showed them, didn't he? Okay, because these people, they want to avoid judgment. Okay, that's why they did everything to destroy you. That's why they threw you off a cliff. Okay, because they knew you knew things about them that they didn't want people to know. Okay, so they said, fuck it. We'll throw them off the cliff. We'll never come back. We'll go get somebody else, this Queen of Pentacles in reverse, to replace them. And, you know, we'll go from there. Okay, that's basically what they said. To avoid judgment. But they didn't see you coming back from this cliff, okay? They didn't see you coming back being this Nine of Cups also. Not only are you a Nine of Pentacles, but you are a Nine of Cups. You are wish come true. They did not see this, okay? You are your DM's wish come true. And they did not see you coming back and receiving your wish come true, which is the Two of Cups, okay? So just remember that. People did not see any of this happen. They didn't plan this for. All they did, they stopped planning once they threw you off the cliff. Okay, they stopped planning once that happened. They did not see this person that got thrown off a cliff returning to be the best version of themselves and a wish come true. They didn't see that coming. Okay, but you did. You did. Okay, because now these people, especially this Queen of Pentacles verse, are being seen as an Eight of Cups. A big, big disappointment. And anybody who recommended this person is coming off as a big disappointment. And your counterpart now wants to escape these people. Seven of Cups in reverse. That's exactly what that is. They know you're not an option. Okay, whatever fantasy illusion that was painted that was going to have this swinger type lifestyle where they were loaded, hanging out with all the elite, rubbing shoulders with fucking celebrities, blah, blah, blah. It was all fucking illusion, okay? It was all an indulgent situation that was eventually going to take your counterpart out. That's all this was designed to do, okay? They were eventually going to somehow or another overdose or whatever randomly, and then would just wipe them off and said, all right, see you later, took their energy. This was already after you were gone. You had to go first, okay? And they really believed that you were going to go. It was almost like they made you out to be the bad guy, okay? Jumped in your spot, and then they were going to destroy your... It was like basically called sleeping with the enemy is really what this was. Your counterpart was sleeping with the enemy. You know, maybe if they knew or they didn't know. Like, I believe they knew. I believe they knowingly knew, okay? But like I said, they had to go with the flow. They would not be able to fight this, because if they started saying, oh, I know you're this, they would have made them out to go crazy. They would have lost their mind. Then they would have said that you're making them crazy like that, and then you both would have it would have never worked, okay? Now these people are clear as day showing themselves because your counterpart went with the flow and didn't fight the situation. Because if they fought the situation... Okay, listen, if they fought the situation, then these people would have still, and even been with you, you would have been attacked by these people, you would have had them chasing you forever, and you eventually would have lost your mind, and you would have had to go through all this bullshit again, or maybe not even been able to do it. Maybe you would have not seen it, and it would have ended as happy as it will now. Now, when you do get back with your counterpart, you will be both completely healed, okay? You will both love each other to the point where you will know, because... you unconditionally love a person, so I don't care what they did to you in the past. You will forgive them. Because if you unconditionally love the person, if they're your twin flame, okay, and you unconditionally love them, which is, that's a requirement, then you would forgive them. Okay, a lot of you say you don't want to forgive, that you're not this lifetime, then you don't unconditionally love the person, do you? What does unconditional love mean? Love without conditions, okay? So if the opportunity presents itself and you have a healed twin flame in front of you, okay, while you're healed, you're going to tell me you're going to say no? Then, my friend, you are not healed, okay? You would be the one who's not healed. You'd be the one who's holding on to stuff here, okay? And then your counterpart would be the healed one, okay? Because they're coming with their tail between their legs to apologize, okay? Because if they went going with the flow and you're going to say, no, I don't want to be with you. I remember you did this. Then that means that you didn't unconditionally love them. And perhaps maybe that was not your twin flame. Okay, but just don't worry about that. We don't want to talk about it no more. We're back to norm, back to the resolution schedule program. Okay, Page of Cups, because the intuitive messages continue to come. Creative opportunities are going to continue to come. New love is coming your way anyway. That is if your counterpart doesn't heal. Okay, now if they do heal, okay, that's what you wished for. Okay, so if you wish for a healed version of your counterpart and they come, and you shoot him away, that's going to be not a good thing for you. Trust me when I tell you. I'm just telling you. Just giving you an advice. That's what Archangel Michael tells me. That's what he tells me. You're supposed to be with them. Okay? You're supposed to be with them. Alright? And that's why you're supposed to now have to get in this hangman energy. Okay, you're going to pause, you're going to surrender, you're going to look at things from all different perspectives. You're going to look at things from your counterpart's perspective in the situation, and you're going to see what you would have done, okay? And I would like you to be honest with yourself and say, is this what I would have done? What would I have done if I had an entire family of people, especially these are people that are very controlling, okay? They control with money and everything. They're not just, you know, you could easily do that, but these are the type of people that will just do everything to destroy your life. Okay, and they're saying that you are the worst thing in the world. You're the devil. Okay, that they have to go with this Queen of Pentacles in reverse. I know it's terrible. I know it sounds ridiculous. I know it sounds so medieval. But at the end of the day, it's like this stuff still happens. These arranged type marriage situations. Okay, so this basically was what it was. And it got to the point where they knew, listen, this person knew that they loved you. They never stopped thinking about you. Okay, I'm talking from the beginning of the day. When they wake up, till they go to bed, this person has never stopped thinking about while being with this Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So this person pretended that that it was you while being with this Queen of Pentacles reverse. So look at it from that point of view. I mean, it's not like, you know, you were over there, you were in hermit energy, okay? You had to do everything possible to become the best version of yourself, okay? You could not, see, the thing is that for this King of Cups to see you, this DM to see you in a way, you had to be the best version of yourself, okay? Because you already love this person, okay? This person, yeah, they loved you, they seen you as this, but these people would have always painted you as less than, okay? It was, oh, you're this, you're that. So the fact is, you came back in a way where nobody could say anything. No, none of these fucking people could say, because you're just going to be like, come say something then. You said that we were this, that, and the other thing. You already said it once. Come say it again. And then they all back away. Okay, everybody fucking, and the whole thing opens now. All the crowd, okay, they all open. They part the sea. Okay, you're parting the Red Sea here, Moses. So just know that you people are, that's the way they are opening up now. The crowds when you walk through, because they can't say nothing. All they could do is watch in adoration, okay, is what you survived. It was something that would have easily destroyed many, many people. 99% of the planet would have been destroyed by that. Maybe 99.9% of the planet. And you somehow survived that. And that is all because you remained in hermit energy. Because why do hermits go in their or shell? Why? And why do they survive, these crabs? They've been around for a long time, these crabs. Don't forget that, okay? Crabs have been around since the beginning of time. Because they know how to, you know, they know how to, whatever it is, get in there, find their way. They could hide. Okay, they have the ability. Not that they're hiding from anybody. They're just waiting it out. That's what it is. They're waiting out the chaos. They're waiting out the. Well, I just got a big pain in my leg. They've been attacking me last night, but it's all right though. These bums, it's fine. Okay, because it doesn't matter. Because at the end of the day, you are a magician. You are the one, okay? You are the Gangster Magician. You're magical gangsters, okay? You're the ones who can get out of anything. You are the Houdini of this thing, okay? That is what us 8th House crew people do. We're Houdini-type characters, okay? We get out of anything, all right? They try to set you up in a situation. You'll always get out of it unscathed. You were the one who went to hell and returned unscathed. Don't forget that. Okay, so not only do you have the respect of the angels, you have the respect of the demons now, okay? Because you are a death angel, brother, okay? You are part of the 8th House crew. That is what you are, all right? Okay, that is why you are such a feared earth angel. That is what our department is, okay? We are death angels. We are 8th House department, group 7 individuals, okay? Remember that, okay? Just keep that in mind. I'm not going to elaborate any further, but that is exactly what you are, and that's why you are with me, okay? Trust me when I tell you. Because you know who else is going to be with us? And who's going to be with you also? Your emperor, of course, because they are here for you, okay? They know that you are who you are. They want to be the best version of themselves for you, okay? They have no other options, okay? Like I stated before, if this person is unable to heal, you will be granted an emperor. Don't worry, okay? You will have a replacement. Trust me. But I believe this person is going to heal because they know exactly, 7 of Cups in reverse, that you are not an option. They clear as day see that they don't want anyone else but you. So that's a good start. And they will do everything in their power to please you. Trust me when I tell you. Okay, because everybody knows that you are the one who's the star of the show here, okay? Especially your counterpart, especially that King of Cups, okay? Because you took back the energy, okay? They knew you were going to do this, okay? They knew it, okay? They had, like I said, they had psychic advisors helping them through this whole thing. They knew what was going to come of this. They knew they had to go with the flow. They couldn't fight this, okay? They wanted to get to this end result. And the end result, the only way you were going to get to them being with you as a star energy and to being the best versions of yourself is by letting this whole thing play out and you becoming the best version of yourself. You had to become the star. You had to come out and show that you were the star of the show, okay? You are that peacock, okay? You came out and you showed your feathers, said, okay, I'm the real motherfucking peacock. Now I was, whoa, wow, look at them, wow, wow, you didn't know, wow, I thought you were, you know, a pigeon or something, like, you know what I mean? That's the way they made you out, like you were a fucking pigeon. You said, oh, no, I'm a peacock, motherfucker, okay? Believe me when I tell you, not only that, Knight of Cups, I'm a romantic and charming peacock, brother, okay? Just know that you are the one, okay? You are the knight in shining armor, okay? You're coming here as the peacock of all peacocks to save the other peacocks, okay? To show them that they're beautiful too. They're not no pigeon. We're not pigeons, we're peacocks. That's what we are, okay? So, there you go. That's a good one. It's a good analogy, okay, brother? Trust me when I tell you, they try to make us out like we were pigeons. We're no pigeon. We're no city bird eating all fucking out of trash cans. We're peacocks. We live in the zoo. We roam the zoo. We do whatever we want, okay? That is what we do here, okay? We are a very, very attractive bird, in case you weren't wondering, okay? Very, very awe-inspiring bird, okay? We even are on the NBC thing. I think that's a peacock. Yes, it is. Oh, peacock. We even have our own thing, our own streaming channel, Peacock. Okay, believe me when I tell you. But you know who doesn't have the peacock? Okay, this Queen of Pentacles reversed, because they got the Five of Pentacles, brother. They are the pigeon. They're the ones who are being seen as the pigeon. Not only are they being seen as a pigeon, they're being seen as something worse than a pigeon. What is worse than a pigeon? I'm not sure. Perhaps maybe a vulture or something. I mean, this person is being seen as some type of scavenger here. Okay, because this is all they are, a scavenger. Okay. They're a scavenger. They eat what is left over on the side of the road now. That is what they do, okay? While we are fed the most finest caviar of around as peacocks, because Six of Cups, because we're unconditionally loving. Remember that. It's all about unconditional love. When you if you claim to unconditionally love somebody, then that means you love them with no conditions, no matter what, okay? Now, I'm not saying to endure negativity, but if something happens that can be fixed and that person is able to heal, then yes, they deserve to be forgiven. I definitely agree, okay? So if they heal, your counterpart comes to you healed, I suggest you forgive them, okay? Trust me when I tell you. That is just my advice, okay? Three of Wands in reverse, because this lack of planning, this lack of foresight, this obstacles over here for this Queen of Pentacles reverse, they didn't plan this for it. They didn't see you even getting this far. They didn't see you even putting things together. They can't believe that you even are on the ground floor, okay? Say you have a secret garden. You have like 2 or 3 tomatoes now, maybe a squash or something coming out of, you know what I mean? People, they can't believe it. Wow, they're actually blooming. What else is going to come out of this now? Because they know if something already bloomed, there's going to be more to come, okay? So they're trying to find a way to, you know, send some crows over there to fuck up your garden. But you got many, many scarecrows around, okay? Your whole fucking secret garden is fucking surrounded by scarecrows. So they can't get in. They can only look. They can only see, okay? They're waiting for you to make a mistake. They're waiting for, you know, one of your scarecrows to, it's look the other way, okay? But that's not going to happen. Five of Cups, and that's why there's all this disappointment here. Not only are this Queen of Pentacles in reverse, they're in this Five of Cups, they're also in this Five of Pentacles, okay? So they are done, okay? They're done. They wanted this conflict with you, and now they're being seen as an Eight of Cups, okay? They're being seen as a very confused Eight of Swords in reverse, okay? They're coming off with clouded judgment and confusion, okay? They see that they're very greedy, they're very lazy, they're procrastinating, they're trying to put this off, okay? Because your counterpart wants nothing to do with them. You could clearly see that they are miserable, okay? They're just fantasizing about you. They just sit there and look at pictures of you or watch videos of you all day. So that don't make a difference. They know that eventually they're going to come to you, your magical gangster, okay? Because your counterpart's a magical gangster too. Remember that, okay? They just got to know, they got to show, they got to hang me, and they got to pause, they got to surrender, and they have to look at things from a new perspective. And I think that's exactly what they're doing, because clear as day they can see it. You're a Nine of Pentacles. That's a Knight of Pentacles energy, okay? Very hardworking person who is clear as day the star of the show, okay? Because if you're a Nine of Pentacles and you're very hardworking, productive, responsible, then yes, you deserve to be the star of the show. And the person here who tried to replace you, this Queen of Pentacles in reverse, is clear as day, being seen as an Eight of Cups, okay? Very big disappointment here. People want to escape this individual, okay? Because they want to, they don't want to be judged, okay? They don't want to be seen as this person tried to destiny swap with you, because they never thought that they were going to be seen for this. They never planned this for. And now they're stuck in their head, Eight of Swords. They're all up in their head. They don't know what to do. They're in a self-imposed prison, if not a regular prison they'll be going to. Because they, Three of Wands, did not plan this for. Did not see you, coming through here. They did not see it. They had a lack of planning here. Okay? They played it small. They had a lack of foresight. They didn't see things happening. Now they are headed to exactly where they wanted you to be. Five of Pentacles, but they are going to experience it much worse, okay, because they're going to be seen in the humiliating way that they wanted you to be seen at, but much more humiliating, because this person now is being somebody who tried to siphon and steal your energy, okay? They worked with a group of witches that all grouped together, a whole community, and you still defeated them, and they're all being seen because they're all going through bad karma, because God and Archangel Michael are putting the fucking smackdown on them, okay? Karma and death are coming their way, and that is all we have to say about that. And now Five of Cups, they're all regret. They all regret what happened here. They're all very regretful people. Okay, whoever came out, they're very regretful now. Okay, picked wrong. Okay, they wish they could go back in time, they said. Okay, but this is how it has to play out. Okay, this is how it has to play out. So Four of Cups reversed. So now, like I said, your counterpart, they're suddenly aware okay, that they want to choose you. You are their happiness. There's 4 of Cups, the 7 of Cups, okay? That realistically is a good thing, okay? Trust me when I tell you. Them two together for your counterpart is very good, okay? Because I don't care. I know it sounds like I hate this sound. She's suddenly aware, okay? I know they were aware, but they're suddenly aware now that they're able to do something, that they could get away with this now, that they can choose you as happy. They felt that they could not choose you, that you were the forbidden fruit. Okay, that's what they thought. That's what they never thought that they were going to be able to defeat these people. They knew that they couldn't do this without you being the star of the show. Showing, without a doubt, you are the star of the show. 7 plus 4 is 11. It's the twin flame number. Okay, so they're both in reverse. So if they were both in the upright, that would be very negative. Okay, it'd be a very negative combination. But the fact that they're both in the reverse is a nice combination that equals 11. That's very good. Because don't worry, brother, because 3 of Cups celebrations are coming for you. Okay, people, your soul tribe, they're all going to be together. We're all going to have our counterparts. We're all going to have a good time. Trust me when I tell you. Everybody is going to be enjoying themselves, and that's what will make us happy. That's all what we wish for, right? The 2 of Cups. That's what we've been wishing for. Okay, so it's going to come eventually. Some might come sooner, some might come later, but don't matter, because when it's your time, it will happen, and you will be happy. You don't want to rush these things, okay? When you rush them, things get fucked up when you rush, okay? When you rush through stuff, it usually doesn't come out as good, but slowly is the fastest way to get to where you want to be, because when you slowly do it, you're going to do the best job you can do. You're going to make 0 mistakes, and it's going to be the best thing you could possibly come out of. And it really doesn't matter if you got done a year before or a year after, okay? Because it doesn't matter. This race, that's what they try to do, this rat race. You have to do this by this, and then that's what gets people fucked up in the head. They worry about stuff, they get crazy. Okay, but don't worry, brother, because 6 of Wands, you will be publicly recognized as the star of the show, okay? You are clear as day. This 9 of Pentacles, who's Knight of Pentacles in reverse, okay? While this Queen of Pentacles is headed to the 5 of Pentacles, okay? Because this all happened because you remain in this temperance energy, because you are an extremely balanced individual, and that is all we have to say about that right now, because all we know is that there's not much else I could say, but I'm going to do another deck here, because it's already 36 minutes. What do we really get out of this, okay? So we know that you are a hardworking star of the show who's going to be publicly recognized as the star, so that means that you will be, you know, not only the star, because a lot of times the stars doesn't mean that they are going to be public. This means that you will be famous. Okay, that's what that means. Because you can be a star energy and not be famous. Okay, it doesn't mean you have to be famous to be a star energy. Okay, but being publicly recognized, six of Wands plus what's it called? The star. That tells me that you're going to be seen for everything. Okay, because you paused and surrendered. Okay, you're being clear as day, seen as a magician. All right, hardworking magician. Knight of Pentacles, very efficient, responsible, and Knight of Pentacles don't need nobody. You know, just as a fucking straight up person. Queen of Pentacles who can do things by themselves, and they're showing everybody clear as day that's the case. While your counterpart, this Queen of Pentacles in reverse, is being seen as an 8 of Cups, okay, that wants to avoid being judged. That's 8 of Swords all in their head. Okay, they didn't plan this for 3 of Wands in reverse. They played it small. Now they're headed towards the 5 of Pentacles because they're very greedy. Page of Pentacles reverse. They procrastinated. They were, you know, they had a lack of commitment. They didn't learn from their failure, and now they're coming off Ace of Swords in reverse, very confused. While your counterparts in the 7 of Cups in reverse, there's 4 of Cups in reverse. They know you're not an option, and they want to choose you. They wanted to choose you from the beginning, but they had to go through all this, because if they didn't, they would have to swim upstream, and it would have never worked anyway. It would have been difficult, and you would have had to go through this anyway. So, whatever. And you may not even have reunited after that. Okay, that's how crazy it was going to get. Okay, because these people would have done anything to stop this. They were willing to do anything. When I say anything, I mean any fucking thing. You mean anything? Yes, I mean anything. So let's get a fucking, you know, see what selenite these cards. Okay, see what we're working with. Okay, but just know it doesn't matter, because we know justice is coming here for you. It's already here. It's already coming. It's in your energy. You deserve it. Okay, because again, Knight of Pentacles, it shows that, confirming that you're a hardworking individual, very productive and efficient person, who has a routine, was not going to stop, not going to be stopped by these people. They did not think you were going to maintain this. Not at all, okay? They did not think you were going to stay as the star of the show, okay? But you are clearly the star here. Believe me when I tell you. That's confirmation that you're a hardworking star, because look, Knight of Pentacles, okay? Star, hardworking star, okay? So, I mean, that's right off the bat. So that tells me everything I need to know right there. And who is going to be here? Who's going to be this one who's suddenly aware that you are, you know, their happiness, that they choose you? Who's that? King of Pentacles, of course, that is who, okay? So like I said, it's your counterpart. You unconditionally love them. They're healed, if they are healed. You know what to do. I'm not going to say it again. I'm not going to say things, please. You know why we watch these things. If we didn't care about this King of Pentacles, we wouldn't be wondering what they're doing. Okay, and I'm in the same boat as you. Okay, so don't think that I'm any different than you, because I'm not. Because I have feelings too. I know how it feels. It hurts, but it's all supposed to be this way to show us how strong we are. Okay, it's not supposed to be easy. We're not supposed to be easy. We're death angels. It's not easy. That's the hardest one. We're group 7. It's the hardest group. The hardest, everything is the hardest. The hardest house, the hardest group. So, it's all right. That's what we sign up for. That's what we do. So, let's get an overall energy here. See what works. Get some confirmation. We already seen that you're a hardworking star. That already came out. So, that is confirmation. You are the hardworking star of the show. That is for certain. Okay, and again, Hermit, you are a very, very, very star hermit. Okay, and the reason why is because you remain in this hermit energy. Okay, that's how you became this star, because if you didn't remain in this hermit energy, you wouldn't have known exactly who you were. Okay, you were able to soul search, you were able to, you know, retreat, meditate. Okay, it says the hermit card advises you to take a time out from the situation and reflect on your own needs and goals. You need some time alone to delve in your inner self and find the answers you need. And that's exactly what you needed to do, okay? And that's exactly what you did, because Page of Swords, and that is how you were able to get this thirst for knowledge. This is how you were able to find new ways to communicate, because you were able to see and unlock powers in yourself that you were unaware that you even had. You did not know that you were the star of the show because they didn't want you to think that. They didn't want you to know you were the star, okay? They wanted you to think that you were worthless. This is what these people tried to bang in your head. They tried to fucking build this in your subconscious, make you hate yourself, okay? This is what they wanted. That was their goals. But no, it doesn't work that way, okay? Because now you are the one who knows who you are, okay? There's a reason why you know who you are now. Okay, it didn't happen by accident. None of this happened by accident. This was all written. This is all supposed to happen. Don't forget that. Okay, because the people they tried to, okay, you know what they tried to do? The fact is they tried to steal your star energy, but now you have your star energy, and these people are clear as day being seen as not the star, because that person who tried to replace you, they came off as defective, okay, brother? They are a knockoff. People see it very clearly that they are not the star of the show, okay? Because Two of Swords. These people now, they thought that this person's star in reverse was going to be the lesser of two evils, because this person had all the help, okay? They had all the support. They had all the community supporting them. They had all the money while you were all by yourself, okay? So, of course, everybody's going to go on the team where everybody else is on. This person was going to all types of people that you encountered over the years, okay? And with promises of payoffs and fame and this and that, okay? If they, go along with this, and all these people went along with it, okay? But they all thought they were going to get something. They thought it was going to be easy. They thought they fucking hit the lottery, okay, with this star in reverse. They really thought that, wow, we didn't know that this could happen. They almost thought it was a joke for a second, but they still went along and did it. And guess what? It's cost them. Really, really cost them, okay? Because they thought that would be the lesser of two evils. It was all a test, okay? It was a hard test. It was, but they failed. So, what can you say? They failed. All right? Knight of Wands in reverse, because now they're very frustrated. They're very delayed. They're all over the place. Scattered energy, these people. Okay? They're very impatient. They're hasty, impatient, reckless. Okay? That's what a star in reverse is. Okay? Very disconnected. Very coming off, very arrogant. It says impotence here. Very haughty individual, it says. Okay? Because the Chariot's here, brother. They see movement for this hermit. They clear as they see you are the star hermit here, brother. Okay, everybody knows you are the star hermit. And that is a fact, okay? You are the magician. You are the one, okay? And that is what it is. That's what it comes down to. The hermit energy is what saved. This is why you're still, when you're hermit energy, you will survive, okay? You will outlast the competition. That is what it is. They need you to roll around the mud for you to lose, okay? If you don't fight back, these people, they can't beat you because they can't do anything to you unless you fight back with them. Okay, that's what they, like, you have to go interact with them. Like, they can't come to you and say nothing no more, okay? They can't do nothing, or try to, it's just, you don't ever have to worry about that. They can't hurt you unless you respond back. They can say something, whatever it is, but they can't do anything, okay? That's why you laugh them off and they go away, because they have to. There's nothing they could do, okay? Because again, not only were you dealing with this Queen of Pentacles reverse, what they were presenting that person off of, now that that person is being seen as a Queen of Pentacles reverse, they're clear as day showing their true self in this Queen of Swords in reverse energy, okay? Because they're coming off overly emotional, coming off very cruel, very bitter. They're angry, they're yelling, they're screaming. They're, you know, they're showing that they're not the star of the show. They're showing the reason why they're not the star of the show. They're proving it for you, why you are why you're the star and they're not, okay? Because they're coming off this Knight of Wands energy in reverse. It's very, very reckless, very hasty, okay? And it's showing everybody exactly who they are, okay? And why you are a Nine of Cups, why you are the wish come true, why you are this counterpart's wish come true, why they, Four of Cups in reverse, Seven of Cups in reverse, are choosing you, okay? That is why. And whatever, I mean, this King of Pentacles, that's what they want, okay? And that's what they're going to get. So it is what it is. So, you know, if they come correct, you will. I'm not saying nothing. People, they get mad. Okay, so just understand, there will be this person with this king. Not only, okay, was this Queen of Swords in reverse now being seen, but now the King of Swords in reverse character, okay? This malicious King of Swords in reverse. Who better than to join this Queen of Swords in reverse as the star in reverse, Knight of Wands in reverse, okay? So this person, this King of Swords in reverse, this person, this malicious King of Swords, okay? This is the one who's your counterpart's, your colleague, their friend, their best friend, whoever it is. This person was in their ear for 30 years, okay? They recommended this Queen of Swords in reverse, okay, as the Queen of Pentacles reverse, as I mentioned earlier. Okay, so you clear as day could see that this person now, they're both being seen as this, okay, well, why did you recommend this crazy fake person and say that, the collective is not the star? You said that they're the fucking one that's this, okay? Why did you say this? So they don't know how to answer these questions. This is what is destroying this King of Swords reverse. They've been avoiding this for so long. Okay, this is the one. This is preposterous. I am your best friend. I would never do this. Okay, this is what this person. I'm here for you. I look out for you. Okay, and now they're going to go back on it and they're going to try to say that they were tricked, did this and that, and that's how they think they're going to get out of it. Okay, and this Queen of Swords in reverse is going to. They'll probably try to sell this person out, but the fact is, this person acting all crazy like this, Queen of Swords reverse, is exposing this King of Swords reverse as it's very much evil, because it's like this person does not. This person tried to appear like they were warm and fuzzy. They're trying to make it like act all helpful now. They're like coming up to people like, trying to like do things, like ask people if they need stuff. Oh, is everything okay? I can help. They're trying to do things like that. That people they never talk to or they hate. There's that know that they have some type of liking towards you. They're trying to more or less not turn them, but like get them to see them as friendly, as warm and fuzzy. That's what they're trying to do, but this Queen of Swords is ruining all that by acting all over emotional. Okay, so this person is acting out, and that's going to bring this person down, and this person is going to eventually point out that this King of Swords reverse is involved. Okay, and that is what's going to open the door for you in this new world, and that's going to complete the cycle here, okay? Because you are completing this cycle with these people, assume you and your counterpart, all right? You're going to be publicly recognized. Too hardworking. They didn't see that happening. They didn't see you being this hardworking. They thought you were going to give up. I mean, most people would have, okay? So they weren't wrong to think that, okay? So all it did was they put so many eyes on you. They made everybody see how strong you are. And now let's get an end result here. What's going to come of these? What's going to come for these people, okay? Because they see they're in scattered energy, star reverse energy. We clearly see that. This King of Swords reverse and this Queen of Swords reverse. Clearly see you're still in Hermit energy. Okay, we clearly still see you're the star of the show, and we clearly still see you're going to be publicly recognized as the star of the show. Okay, so that means you will be famous, like Amos, brother. Trust me when I tell you. So what's going to happen here for these people? What's going to happen, I said. Okay, you know what's going to happen? The Hierophant is what's going to happen, okay? Because you are being institutionally supported, and now this Hierophant has a couple questions for this King of Swords in reverse and this Queen of Swords reverse. They have a couple questions they like to ask. They want them to have a seat, okay? And then they'll find out what happens, okay? Because at the end of the day, just remember, this will end it with, you are a wish come true. You are a Nine of Cups, okay? Remember that. You will build your foundation on this Ten of Cups, and that is why this King of Pentacles is bringing you this Ace of Cups, okay? And that is what's going to lead to you in your Ten of Pentacles, because the Ten of Cups, okay, this King of Pentacles is aware of now. This is how they balance their energy, okay? This is how they become a King of Pentacles and King of Cups balance. Okay, so how they remain with Temperance, because remember Temperance was the last card that we ended on, is that they see that all they need to do is stay in that King of Cups energy, okay, bring you this Ace of Cups, and then you build that foundation on the Ten of Cups. That Ten of Pentacles will be built. They don't have to do it the way these people try to make it can. The Hierophant is going to take care of this Queen of Swords in reverse and this King of Swords in reverse and leave the opening for your Ace of Cups to come in. Okay, so this will release, this will remove them. The Hierophant is going to be, because you have institutional support. So they know they have to ask a couple questions. Okay, these people, they may be detained. So just understand, you have an Ace of Cups as your end result. So I love you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you for all my new subscribers. I love you. I love you. I love you. And your wish is my command. Okay, so bye-bye.